Think back to the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS, the PSP, the PS Vita, the Sega Game Gear. These devices were revolutionary for their time. They offered experiences that were almost as good as their home console counterparts, with games specifically designed to work within the hardware limitations. Games like Pokemon, Mario Kart DS, Phantom Hourglass, Castle Evolution. I mean, many of these titles defined a whole generation of gamers. The simplicity, portability, and affordability of these consoles made them perfect for gaming on the go. And I believe that the shift in gaming habits and hardware caused the death of handheld gaming. Smartphones are now the dominant portable gaming platform. I mean, everyone has a smartphone, and games are either free or very cheap, making it a no-brainer for casual gamers. But what about the dedicated handheld consoles? The newer ones, like the Steam Deck, PlayStation Portal, the Ally ROG. They come with impressive specs and access to huge library of games. But here's the catch, they aren't really handheld consoles in the traditional sense. They're more like mini PCs designed to play PC games on the go. And I believe here is where the problem lies. With modern handheld consoles, they are suffering from an identity crisis. They're trying to do too much. Instead of focusing on a unique library of games, they're trying to be a jack of all trades. Remember how the DS or the 3DS had their own specific games that you can only play on the DS or the 3DS, the PSP, the Vita? That just doesn't happen anymore. And you know why? Because these new devices offer home console and PC level experiences on the go, which, in theory, I think it sounds great. But I believe also in practice, it's leading to a lack of focus. The games on these devices aren't always optimized for handheld play. They're often ports of existing titles that don't make the best use of the portable format. And let's compare this aspect to the original Game Boy, where developers had to get creative within the constraints of the hardware. Those constraints led to unique and memorable games and gaming experiences that you can only get on those systems. Talking about hardware, handhelds today are packed with high-end specs, but that does come at a cost. I mean, they're bulkier, they're more expensive, and I believe they have a shorter battery life compared to their predecessors. I mean, I remember that you can play the Game Boy on a couple of AA batteries for days, and of course that's because the kind of game it was, it wasn't power heavy. The simplicity and affordability that once made handhelds appealing are being sacrificed for power and versatility. Handheld gaming isn't dead in the sense that companies aren't making them anymore. But my argument here is that the spirit of handheld games is definitely dead, or at the very least fading. And I mean, don't take me wrong, I do appreciate the power, the versatility of the modern handhelds. Like, I have the Steam Deck here, the PlayStation Portal. Consoles, they do bring something new to the table, which is being able to play your PC games basically anywhere at a pretty good frame rate, pretty good graphics, depending on what you have. And my question here is that, what do you think? Do you think the new handheld generation, that's the new way to go, that's the best way? The old one's trash and you should start yapping about that? Or do you kind of miss the, how it used to be, where there was a specific console for it and the games can only be played on that? So, I really would like to hear your opinions on this subject. If you can please leave a comment if you have any thoughts on this. Make sure to leave a comment down there because, down there we can talk about everything video games. But other than that, I mean, if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you love that video, please subscribe. I really do appreciate your time, and we'll hope you have a good rest of your day today. Bye-bye.